So I saw the Arrow home video transfer of Inglourious Basterds quite recently. I'd say overall that it's a good transfer, deep darks and a handful of fiery scenes toward the end that really highlight the bright HDR. Colour depth was good. The audio version I saw was 5.1 and it has some good moments of directionality. So overall about Inglourious Basterds, I'd say that it's an entertaining film. It's well worth seeing and I'd certainly give it 4 out of 5 stars. And I consider my star ratings are not really to be used for ranking films but for classifying films. So there's a whole class of 4-star movies which have kind of equal merit but in different they have different qualities. I'd say about Inglourious Basterds that the casting and portrayal of Churchill and the British officer was very weak. Churchill was an old man smoking cigars in the background. The actor cast, I felt, was too slender for Churchill and lacking in screen presence. I think Churchill, if he'd been in the movie, would have been stealing every scene, putting himself centre stage. He should have been, I think, taken out of those scenes so that only the British officer was present. Or the officer should have been taken out so that Churchill could do it all. Better actors with more presence were needed. Mike Myers was just shit in the role. The opening of the movie is strong with Hans Landa and the French farmer. I'd say that the casting of Hitler was poor and his involvement was too slight. We needed to see a bit more of Hitler's evil in the film, and a better actor was needed to play Hitler, someone who looked a bit more like him and again had more screen presence, which was totally lacking. I think as well that Hitler's death by machine gun in the movie was too quick, too bloodless. The special effects didn't really work. It all looked too dry and clean, and I think they should have got someone like Rob Bottin to do the special effects for Hitler's death in the movie. Either that or the guys who did the heavy, wet Ed 209 arrest scene with the bloody squib special effects that were done in RoboCop. The basement bar scene in Inglourious Basterds was good, with a lot of tension being built up and good acting. I couldn't take Eli Roth seriously as the Bear Jew, but Brad Pitt was good as Aldo Raine in the movie. I thought the movie itself has some quite strange tone shifts, and this can either entertain you or disappoint you. One minute you're kind of weeping for the Jews massacred in the basement of the farm. The next minute you're laughing at the brutality of the bastards as they club a Nazi officer to death. The next moment you're sympathising with a new father who is then shot. Then laughing as Hitler is shot to pieces. And finally you're kind of unmoved by Shosanna Dreyfus's death toward the end of the movie. I think Christoph Waltz was entertaining in the movie, even though his portrayal of Hans Landa seemed a bit too big and theatrical for you to be able to take it seriously at times. The introductory scenes involving the French cinema, Frederick Zola and Shosanna Dreyfus were actually a bit of a snooze fest, and I think they could have been cut a lot. And by the end of the movie, there are no real good guys to identify. It's just 50 shades of evil, from the sadistic bastards, Nazis, cold-blooded agents, and mass-murdering arsonists, and it kind of becomes difficult to really pick a side in the movie. So those are my 10 kind of observations about Inglourious Basterds. As I said previously, it's overall a very good, entertaining film, worth watching, and I would say that a 4-star movie, much better than your average kind of movie. So take care, like,